this week on Inside High School Sports. Inside access with some of the top teams in the state. With Norman North's Brent Barnes as the number 3 T-Wolves stay unbeaten. We also visit with Lorenzo Williams. Number 4 Westmoore gets a big victory this weekend as well. And number 5 ranked Southmoore. Head coach Jeremy Stark talks about their big victory this week. And we also have this week's top 10 plays of the week. All coming up next right here on Inside High School Sports. Hi everybody, and welcome to Inside High School Sports. I'm Steve Marshall. Well, we've reached the midway point of the 2016 football season. We're going to come back and show you some highlights, get you some inside access with Westmoore, with Southmoore, Norman North, plenty of your Huddle high-speed highlights, and of course this week's top 10 plays of the week. We've got all that and more coming your way right here next on Inside High School Sports. Stay with us.
Encouraging young people in the fields of science, technology, and math means to me that our country will stay on the forefront of innovation and new thinking. In First Lego League, they learn that geeky is cool, and that's the best. My name is Terry Sentner. I'm an IT specialist at the Library of Congress, and I'm a Chickasaw. When a kid goes from not ever having programmed a robot or even built something with an engine to making it drive forward, their eyes just light up. I've always been interested in science, technology, engineering, and math. Kind of goes with being an MIT graduate, I suppose. It feels so good to know that you're helping kids to become something they want to be, and they give me hope for the future. I think that there are a lot of opportunities out there for young people, especially Native Americans. Don't give up, and that's the key, is keep reaching.
See more stories about the Chickasaw people at profilesofenation.com.
Inside High School Sports is brought to you by Eskridge Honda and the Eskridge Auto Group, Vite, High School Sports the Magazine, and brought to you by the Chickasaw Nation, United We Thrive. Welcome back to Inside High School Sports as we take a weekly visit over to Norman North, talk to the head coach Brent Barnes as the Timberwolves victorious this past week, 54-9 over the Mustang Broncos, stay unbeaten on the season. Coach, you kept a couple streaks alive. You're scoring over 50 points a game. You're giving up fewer than 10 points a game. Got it done. I think a lot of people expected a closer game than this, but boy, you guys really must have played well.
We did, and we certainly expected a really good game, and they're a good team. Like I said, I think they're a pretty good chance to make the playoffs, and they're going to win a lot of games. And we got off to a really good start and recovering a couple kicks early, got a couple extra possessions, a couple turnovers, and put a little pressure. And they had some opportunities early that they couldn't quite capitalize on, and we were able to take advantage of that and capitalize on opportunities that we had.
Go on to the big victory. Let's take a look at the highlights, and you can tell us what we're watching here.
Well, they just scored on their opening possession. Again, the first points our defense, first team defense had given up, and Drake gets the kickoff return, and again, just a gifted athlete you see week in and week out and making big plays. We've kind of come to expect it, but still, every time he does it, it's pretty exciting to see. Special return there, great blocking from the guys as well. J-Bob here in our goal line package gets the ball in the end zone. Great blocking there again, almost untouched into the end zone. Come back here, find our tight end Mitchell Ross in the corner of the end zone there, his first touchdown. Doing a great job for us. Good to see him get in the mix. Another guy here getting in the mix, Jake Simmons, one that doesn't get as much action as he probably should or could. We got some really good receivers in front of him, but we feel just as confident with him in there as anybody else. So defense, again, great pressure all night, causing turnovers and big plays, and again, not allowing too many points as well. Gave up quite a few first downs on this drive, but again, you can bend, not break, make a big play, and keep them out of the end zone off the scoreboard. Right here, Brandon again had a great night, finding Drake Stoops. Another big play for him, finding a way to get the ball in the end zone. Great connection there again. Right here, Brandon finding Colin Klein down the sideline. Again, another big play. Colin's been doing that week in and week out as well. And then right here, our defense. coming up with another stop. Isaac Stoops actually in the right position there. Got crossed up a little bit, stayed with it, stayed in good position, and got a good bounce. Made the play, and you know, again, I think right before the half, this may have even been the next play right after that. Brandon steps up, finds Charlie over the middle, and Charlie does a great job making the defender miss and getting the ball in the end zone again. Definitely talked to him about finishing that play a little bit there before you get in the end zone, but got a little fortunate there. Defense, again, pressure all night. Those guys doing a great job up front, and coverage in the secondary as well. Good play right there. I think that might have been Blake Burns there on the play. Came in there late and made some good plays as well.
54-9 the final score as the T-Wolves stay unbeaten on the season. Now they talk about what's coming up next week. And, of course, going to take some good defense. We saw a lot of good defense right there, Coach. Talk some more about the defensive effort you're going to need this week against Southmoore.
Well, we'll definitely need a great defensive effort. They're a very explosive team. They got athletes all across the board. You know, anybody that's eligible to touch the ball for them has got great speed and really gifted athletes. So it's going to start with their trigger man, Casey Thompson. He's a great player, great quarterback, and he's capable of making big plays either through the air or pulling it down and making a big run too. So we're going to have to play very sound, be in the right spots. Everybody's going to have to play their responsibility the way they're supposed to and not get out of position and try to make somebody else's play. And then hopefully we can keep doing the same thing. And if we can get some pressure and cause a couple turnovers and then give ourselves a chance.
All right, have a great week of practice. We'll talk to you next week. Head coach Brent Barnes of the Norman North Timberwolves. We're going to take a timeout, come back and continue with more of our show. Stay with us.
What does being Oklahoma's first Honda dealer mean for service? Over 300 years of combined Honda experience, plus the largest staff of Honda certified master technicians. Call us or schedule your next appointment at eskridgehonda.com.
Welcome back to Inside High School Sports. Back over at Westmoore as the Jaguars got back on the winning track. Big win this past week over Edmond Memorial. Head coach Lorenzo Williams joins us. And Coach, congratulations. Good way to come off the loss to Bixby and play a good first half and a really good second half of football.
Yeah, I thought we played pretty good in the first half. Got to give the hats off to Coach Meredith and his staff and their football team. Did a really good job. Formation is up a little bit in the first half on offense and kind of taking advantage of some stuff that we had some problems with last week, but like I said, offense continued to play well, 28-28 at halftime, and kind of told the guys, we got to bring some more enthusiasm, some more intensity to the game, and they definitely answered the call in the second half, especially defensively came out. I think we only allowed 4 yards total in the third quarter, and probably about 29, 30 yards total in the rest of the game, and the offense continued to roll. So definitely glad to be back in the winner's circle and see if we can stay there.
Sounds good. We talked a lot about the three-headed monster at tailback. Let's look at the replay and tell us what we're watching.
Yeah, we got a little rollout pass right here. Derek Ortiz coming back off an injury. One of our guys has been hurt. Had a really monster game. That was a good catch by him and get in the end zone. It's another good. We kind of overthrew these plays last week, but great catch by Demarie Vick. He had another good game. Just kind of continued to be solid. Another awesome catch by Derek. Derek's probably got the best ball skills of any kid that we got on the team, and he showed it a lot this game. That was a good one-handed catch by him. Set up the screen here on third and long, and Garrett kind of took it. Got the sideline, a little nimble feet. Wish he could be a little faster. No, that kid that's actually my cousin that made that tackle, Chris Pope. So he's really fast, track guy. So Braxton George coming back off an injury again, just getting everybody back is great. And like you said, three-headed monster. He had 3 touchdowns in this game. He only touched the ball 5 times, but scored 3 of the 5 times he touched it. So that's really good. Another good touchdown by him. The offensive line did a great job all game. Just set up the run. It's another run by Braxton, so it's his third touchdown. And once he gets in the open space, he's a track kid too, so he's got the speed to finish. That's kind of the thing with those 3 guys. Trey Painter come out the edge there, big third down blitz. Here's another one. I think him come out the edge again. He pushes it to the inside, and Isaiah Hernandez, who's been having great games the last few weeks, makes a big play. Mike Hodgkins again, offensive line. You see people falling down all over the place. The most impressive thing about this one is Preston Dunning's big block right there. That was a great job by him getting in the way of some people and letting Mike get going a little bit on the touchdown score. This is Garrett. We on the sideline, we trying to rotate him out, and the running backs are telling him not to come out because he's only got 1 touchdown. So, at the time, Braxton had 3 and Mike already had 2. So, them guys just care so much about each other, which is a little crazy. But they telling us they're not going in, so Garrett scores again. So, he ended up getting 2 touchdowns and having another big game. And, like you said, when all 3 of the guys is back there, it's kind of tough. We pretty tough when we got all 3, when everybody healthy and all 3 guys back there.
Big district win for the Jaguars, 59-42. On the road this week, go to Broken Arrow. What do you know about the Tigers?
Man, great coach team. Coach Alexander is a great guy. You know, he offered me a job a couple years ago, but ended up taking this one instead. But I mean, I know their team's kind of going through it a little bit, but I mean, the teams they lost to has been, Ulysses Trinity, Jinx, and Union. So they're going to be tough, and it's going to be a tough environment up there. I know there's a lot of people going to be at the game, and for them, and be a pretty good environment for us. Another good opportunity for us to go to the east side and see if we can start matching up a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Lorenzo Williams, head coach for the Westmoore Jaguars. They get the win this week, and they'll take on Broken Arrow this coming weekend. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more of Inside High School Sports. Stay with us, everybody.
Chickasaw Nation does it as good as anyone. So they bring the kids here, they provide snacks and food, and they believe in the same things that we do. And so that's why this has been such a good camp, and it's grown year to year to year. We see more and more girls and more football players. And so I think it's this sharing the same beliefs. That's what's making this a success, and that's why these girls come back year after year.
So we're trying to instill leadership qualities while also making them attentive and listening. We want them to be able to take skills that they'll use in real life and also help better them in the classroom. So we're doing things like teamwork and discipline and respect and really making sure that they're listening to the directions and following them appropriately.
It's not just for cheer situations, but just in life in general. They need to be motivating and respectful of each other and just be able to speak life into themselves and into others. And I just think that everyone needs to have a positive influence. And I just think that's something that's very important in this thing.
Welcome back to Inside High School Sports. Thanks for joining us, everybody, as we stop over at Southmoore to visit with SaberCats head coach Jeremy Stark. Big win this week, 58-28 over Edmond North. And Coach, offense, you guys got it rolling early. Defense played well. Talk about the win over Edmond North.
We've been trying to get things clicking for 4 quarters and start quick, and we did that against Edmond North. We made a couple changes with our offensive line, shuffled some guys around, and they played really well. And we've talked about it all year. If we can keep our quarterback off the ground and give our running back some creases, some good things are going to happen. And that's exactly what they did offensively. And then defensively, guys, fitting their fits properly and getting in their gaps and playing fast. And we got off to a quick start and got up to an early lead and really didn't look back from there.
Take a look at some of the action from the game the other night. Take over here, Coach.
Noah Cornell has a good block there on the edge and gives Satavian Chave some space. He had a big night, over 140 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Here he is again, Bray Walker and C.J. Owen with a down block and Brandon Mine with a pull and a kick and gave Satavian a little crease there to get in the end zone. Here's Donovan Gaines, number 14 there, misses the sack on the first attempt, then stays with it and pins him back on the 5-yard line. I think that's 3rd down. Here, Timo Bush with a high onside kick. Jacob Morris causing the fumble and Doug Collins on the recovery. Getting pressure on the quarterback and forcing him off his spot. Donovan Gaines again. And then to Quaylen Harris with the interception. And if he keeps his feet, he might have taken that to the end zone. There was some green grass in front of him. Offensive line did a good job giving Casey time and protection and throws a deep ball to Javarius Owens, makes a great catch over the defender there. And then again, Casey throwing the ball deep to Javarius. That was a common play Friday night, was those two hooking up. Defensively, Quindon Lewis makes a great, I don't know how he intercepts this, but an out route and comes away with the interception there. Here, Brandon Mine with a pull again, and Kay Thompson giving Satavian Chave a little bit of room and gets it down to the 5-yard line. This time, Brian Shamali getting pressure on the quarterback with a big sack. This is Josh Ellison, our senior quarterback. It's a 3rd and 9. Throws a swing pass there to Satavian Chave. And again, Noah Cornell with a big block on the edge. He had a great night blocking on the edge. Noah did. Brantley Bice with a big field goal there. UCO's got those college uprights and those narrow hashes, so it's a little bit different when you're kicking there. So that was a great kick by him.
All right, so the SaberCats go on to victory this week, 58-28, the final score. Got a big matchup coming up this week. I know you guys don't get caught up in the best of the West type deal, but Norman North, Southmoore this week, big battle. You're familiar with the Timberwolves. Tell us what you guys have seen and what you guys are kind of looking out for this week.
We've had the last 2 years, we've had really important games with Norman North. We played them week 10 the last 2 years, and 2 years ago we beat them in double overtime to go to the playoffs actually, and then last year the winner of that game hosted a home playoff game. We were fortunate there to kick a field goal and win the game late. So, we're very familiar with Norman North, and they're rolling right now. They're putting up a lot of points offensively. I don't think anyone's held them under 40 in the first half all year, and they've only given up a handful of touchdowns this year. So, they're a really good football team. Coach Barnes does a really good job with those guys, and they're really sound in special teams. So, it's an important game. It's early in district play, but this is a huge opportunity for us to give ourselves a chance to host a playoff game again this year. So, we've got to go out and defensively, they throw the ball all over the place and they do it well. They'll throw it when guys recover. They got great receivers that make plays. So we got to do a good job making sure that we're not busting coverages and letting guys run wide open downfield. And again, on offense now, driving the football. The last couple of games, we've had a lot of big plays and not having to drive the football. Northern North's going to make you drive the football. They play really good defense. They're sound, and so we got to be able to drive the football and not turn it over and capitalize when we have an opportunity.
All right, sounds good. Have a good week of practice.
Thank you.
Jeremy Stark, head coach for the Southmoore SaberCats. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with more of Inside High School Sports. Stay with us. Dr. Larry Leemaster, the official dentist, has moved to a brand new state-of-the-art facility, added Associate Dr. Zane Weaver, and changed the name to More Smiles Family Dentistry, located at 3001 South Telephone Road. Featuring implant therapy, Invisalign, Clear Correct, IV conscious sedation, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and participating with most major insurance plans and financing available. Call 793-8300. More Smiles Family Dentistry. Welcome back to the show. Let's take a look at the number 8 Moore Lions taking on Putnam North. Running back Mark Pollard takes the handoff. He goes up the middle, into the secondary, and gone. 39 yards for the touchdown. Later, quarterback Chad Detweiler throws to Abel Willis, makes the grab, and then he gets loose for yards after the catch, a gain of 37 on this play. And then watch the nice touch on this pass as Detweiler floats one to Willis again, this time 40-yard touchdown on the play for the Moore Lions. And then Lions on D, the pass is tipped by London Lester into the hands of Dimian Dunlap. He takes it back for a pick six. Lions win 44-17 to go to 3-2. They play at Union next. Number 5, Lawton Wolverines taking on Putnam City. Lawton on D. Pass goes into the end zone, tipped and intercepted by Diavante Michael for the turnover. Sophomore quarterback Kyler Jendersek gives to Trey Curry on the counter play. He streaks into the end zone for a Wolverine touchdown. Then back on D, watch this one. Number 32, Marcus Spencer, textbook tackle and the body slam for the stop. Number 1, Jaquan Lincoln coming on the end around, takes the toss, gets some great blocking, and he's going to run it 56 yards for the touchdown for the Wolverines. And then another big hit on D as Steven Silas levels the ball carrier on this play. And here comes the counter play again as Curry works to the goal line with some nifty dance moves for another touchdown. Lawton wins 26-14. They play at Stillwater next. Next, number 1, Lawton MacArthur taking on El Reno. Check out here as number 9, Rylan Webb is going to come up with the interception, take it to the house for an Oski pick 6. Next up, B.J. Davis. Watch him get loose in the secondary. Breaks a couple of tackles. He's gone 36 yards for the touchdown. Up next, MacArthur going downfield. Ronnie Kimball is the intended receiver. He's out there all alone, makes the catch for the touchdown for the Highlanders. And then later, pass downfield. This one is picked off. Interception. Going to take it back the other way. Kimball with the Oski pick 6. MacArthur wins 62-7. They play at Del City next. Number 2, Carl Albert at Guyman. Titans pull the right guard and right tackle. Dadrion Taylor will go untouched, 38 yards for the touchdown. Now watch here, a short pass is going to go to Diego Richards. Great block from Jaden Poole, and he's going to go all the way for the Titan touchdown. Then quarterback Johnny Bazell, quick out to Jason Taylor. He's going to take it to the house. 84 yards on this one as he outruns everybody in the secondary. Titans on defense, and here Malik Johnson gets the interception, and he's going to take it all the way inside the 1-yard line for the Titans where they would eventually score. Next up, watch the screen pass here to number 20, Elijah Sherman, and he's going to take it all the way to the end zone for another Titan touchdown. And then it's Taylor again off the handoff. He'll take it 56 yards for the score. Titans win 56-0. They play at McGinnis on Thursday. Number 3, Altus Bulldogs at Duncan. Opening drive in the Bulldogs. Shaquan French takes the pitch around left end, races to the end zone for the 38-yard touchdown. Coming the other way, watch Tito Jones. He's going to pick up 22 yards and a Bulldog first down. Duncan quarterback is harassed by Cameron Conchola, and then Sean Torres finishes with the sack. Here it's a handoff to junior Jarrell Blufer, and look at him go. 52 yards on the carry deep into Duncan territory. And then here's something you don't see very often. Vargas throwing down the sideline to Tayon Batiste for the 39-yard touchdown for the Bulldogs. And then watch as Vargas delivers the perfect pitch to Tito Jones. He takes it in from 19 yards out. Bulldogs win 33-9. Big game at Ardmore next. Number 9, McAlester. Number 10, Shawnee. Quarterback Braden Parker with the pass to Braden Kluzak, who takes the short pass, runs to the sidelines, breaks a tackle, and goes 74 yards for the score. And then later, Parker on the deep slant going to Kluzak once again, and look at him go. 59 yards for another McAlester touchdown. And then here's Parker throwing the wide receiver screen to Sean Bryant, and Bryant will take it in from 18 yards out for the touchdown. Fourth down now for the Buffs as Parker goes over the middle to Austin Morgano, 38 yards on this touchdown. Now we're in overtime. Watch as Parker throws the slant to Bryant to give McAlester the lead. Shawnee needs the score to stay alive, but McAlester D stuffs the run to get the win 54-53. They'll host Tulsa Edison next. Noble Bears hosting the Coweta Tigers. Early on, quarterback Baylor Buell going to roll, pump fake, and then take it into the end zone for the touchdown. And later, it's Buell throwing to Isaiah Wilhoit for 14 yards all the way down to the one. That leads to another touchdown. Second half action. Buell finds Chance Felchin, makes the catch down to the 1 yard line. That led to another Bears touchdown, and then Buell throws quick slant to number 4, Christian Robinson, 53 yards for another Noble score. After an onside kick, 4th and 13, Buell finds Danny Arevalo to take the lead 35-31. Less than a minute to play. Coweta throws, but it's intercepted by Ethan Sweezy. They win 35-31. They play at Glenpool next. Number 3, Heritage Hall taking on Weatherford. Quarterback Blake Adams looking deep, finds wide receiver Santana Randall open in the middle of the field, 63 yards for a 7-0 Charger lead. And then watch Randall slot left here, goes to the corner, and Adams is right on time for another Charger touchdown. Here's the bubble screen to Bryce Soberanis, and he's going to work his way downfield for a 44-yard gain on the play for the Chargers. And then later, it's the middle screen to Soberanis, and if he gets any open field, he is gone. Look out, 56-yard for the Charger touchdown. And then later, it's Adams to Chandler Shepard, open in the end zone, extends their lead. They win it 49-21. They host Chickasha Thursday. Number 4, Tuttle Tigers taking on Tulsa Central. Quarterback Rhett Bowles going downfield looking for Brady Combs, who makes the catch and takes it home for a 74-yard Tiger touchdown. Punting situation as Bryson Combs makes the catch at the 46-yard line. He's going to head up the middle and then take off. He goes, and he is gone. 54-yard return for another Tiger touchdown. And then later, it's Bowles going down the sideline to Bryson Combs, who, despite being held, makes the catch for another TD. And here is Keith Traylor taking the handoff. Huge hole. He'll take it 54 yards for the touchdown. Tigers win 55-38. They'll host Hera next. Blanchard Lions versus Tecumseh. Lions on D, run to the left, but Ryan Bracken is there to deliver the big hit. Then the Lions' Jamie Nance set to receive the punt. He's going to pick up the ball. A little trouble there. Heads to the left side, sees the opening, and look out. There he goes. He's gone. 52-yard punt return for touchdown by Jamie Nance. Then watch Camden Cooper here throwing over the middle to Carson Craig for a 17-yard gain. Later, it's Rowdy Steelman back at quarterback to Nance for a gain of 30 yards on this play. And then later in the drive, watch Mark Parks jumping over the tackler into the end zone for another Lions touchdown. Lions on D again, and watch here as they get the sack by Mark Parks. Fumble caused by Caleb Woodman, and the fumble recovered by Ryan Bracken. And then Rowdy Steelman to Jack Newsom for a quick touchdown strike. Lions win 24-14. They'll travel to Cleveland next. Bethany at Hera. Quarterback Bailey Shire finding Peyton Harrell out of the backfield wide open, 23-yard touchdown. Later, Shire goes to the corner of the end zone to Hassan Lawton. What a catch. Touchdown Broncos. Broncos on D as Hera goes downfield, but it's intercepted by Braxton Reed to hold the Panthers' drive. And then watch Peyton Harrell on this one, dashing and darting through the line, into the secondary, and down the sideline. He's going to go 88 yards for the touchdown. Broncos win 42-14. They host Tulsa Central next. Number 1, Jones Longhorns hosting Star Spencer. Quarterback Brandon George throws the corner fade to Rowdy Warner, who makes the catch for the 20-yard touchdown. Same two a little later as George leads Warner perfectly. Nice stiff arm and a 75-yard touchdown for the Longhorns. Horns on D as the Bobcats try to run, but run into a brick wall. No gain on this play. And later, it's George looking left, then throwing back to the right to Calvin Houston. From the right side, back to the middle, then down the boundary. 53-yard touchdown for Houston on the play. Houston back to receive a punt now, takes it on his own 20-yard line, goes right side, surveys the field, and then he's going to burst through the middle and take it all the way for the touchdown. Jones wins 52-20. They'll play at McLeod next. All right, we're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, the top 10 plays of the week. Victory on Friday is sometimes painful Saturday mornings. You need evaluation before Monday. Only OSOI offers the Saturday Morning Sports Injury Clinic. Find out more at osoi.com. Let's look at this week's top 10 plays of the week. First off, Altus quarterback Jake Vargas going to the air, throwing to Tayon Batiste. First TD pass, first TD catch of the year for both. Next, Heritage Hall running back Bryce Soberanis on the middle screen, making people miss tackles and racing into the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. Jones Longhorns, Calvin Houston back to receive the punt. He's going to take it at his own 20-yard line, goes right side, surveys the field, and then he bursts through the middle all the way for the Longhorns touchdown. Next, Blanchard Lions, Jamie Nance set to receive the punt, picks up the ball, heads to the left, sees the opening, and he's gone. 52-yard punt return for touchdown for Lions. Westmoore quarterback Braxton Borfin deep down the sideline, and oh, what a catch by DeMaurier Vick for the Jaguars first down. Number 5 on our list, Lawton on D. Number 32, Marcus Spencer with the tackle and the body slam. At number 4 this week, Lawton MacArthur on D. Heavy pressure, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Kimball with the takeaway, and he's going to take it all the way back to the house for the touchdown as the Highlanders stay unbeaten. At number 3 this week, Bethany Broncos quarterback Bailey Shire goes to the corner of the end zone. Hassan Lawton, what a catch for a touchdown. And at number 2 this week, Norman North's Drake Stoops set to return the kickoff. He goes up the middle, hurdles a tackler, and he races to the end zone for the Timberwolves touchdown. And our top play of the week. Watch the catch here by Westmoore's Derek Ortiz as he reaches out one hand. That's your number 1 play of the week. That's going to do it for another week of Inside High School Sports as we get deeper into district play next week. We'll come back with all the highlights, the inside access, the top 10 plays of the week, and much more. Remember to like us on Facebook at Inside High School Sports, and of course, check out the website from time to time. Get the top 10 of the week and much more at ihsvarsity.com. We'll see you next week, everybody, on Inside High School Sports.